Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, wee hours of the morning, nice and quiet, like I like it, to do what I do for you in peace and quiet, tranquility, they call it. Today, my name is P Funk, and George is my dude. I got a bunch of teachers, but the first one was George. So let's get into this lesson. Writers and 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message is in the story. For life. Another life lesson. Come see, come see. Depending how you look at it, but hopefully you get the understanding. Might be a little tricky for some people, but right thinkers, that's what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten. Symbolically give you hidden information, you know what I'm saying? Subliminal messaging, but the whole point is this esoteric lessons I'm giving. I'm giving you inside scoop, hidden messages that's in there that most people don't tell you about. That's why I tell you the truth. All right, here you go. I'm going to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment with just those techniques. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the question we all should have an answer to personally. So I'm gonna ask everybody so you can take a personal minute to ask yourself the question, which one of these persons are you? Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do. I got you. Stay tuned. It's all for you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. My job is to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Like I said, I always give my teachers, and I got a bunch of them, their credit. But before I got spiritual enlightened, before I got the Dr. Ben, Ashwell Crazy, John Henry Clark, George G. Jackson, all my guys who I studied under, read their books, followed their concepts, understood what they was putting down to do what I do now, George was the first. P Funk is my name. Okay? Teaching and getting across philosophical concepts is my game. So today, right thinkers, let's talk about two atomic right thinkers. Knowledge is the cat that we chase. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Must be the knowledge that I'm seeking. So when you want something, that's what should be what you want. And for me to have the pyramids, George had a phrase back in the day. I get a chance to say it again. I used it before. I think this might be apropos for this point. Atomic right thinkers. Funk upon a time in the days of the Funkopus, the concept of specially designed Afronauts, aka knowledge of self, was first laid on man-child, meaning our ancient ancestors. But guess what? It was later repossessed. Why? Because man do what man do, corrupt, misuse, and abuse everything that he get. So they repossessed it and placed it among the secrets. Where? The pyramids. Into what? A more positive attitude toward that most sacred phenomenon, knowledge of self, would be acquired. And there, that knowledge, like terrestrial projects, it waited and like the cohabitants from the kings and pharaohs, sleeping beauty, who with a kiss that would release that knowledge of self to multiply in the image of a chosen one. Yours truly. Yeah, I come to bring knowledge to my right thinkers. So exceptionally, I'm the second coming of Dr. Funkenstein. And right thinking is my weapon of choice. Let's go. Right thinkers are in search of knowledge, aka chasing Knowledge of self. To what? Be able to know thyself. That's the creed that was left to us in the pyramids. Man, know thyself. Right, thinkers? We need to know ourselves. So I'm going to help us out with that. Why? I got the secrets. hmm I know how to do it. Why right thinkers must chase after spiritual truth? It's in us. That's the goal, so that when they can know themselves with what? Same knowledge of self. That's how you get to know your higher self. There's something going on that we need to pay attention to. The ancients knew that. We got lost sight on what we should be doing. I'm just trying to help bringing it back. That's what I do for you. Now, when you're young, you chase the girls. For what? Pleasure, physical pleasure of the flesh. Yeah, that's cool. We give you that. 20 years, that's cool. After that, there's some things should be changing. When you age and you become older and wiser, what's more important? What's important is no longer the flesh. It's all about spiritual and obtaining knowledge that you can live a nice, long, prosperous life. With knowledge of self makes that happen. Worshiping your higher self, knowing who you are, you can go through life. And the younger, I want the concept to be handed to my younger generation. Why? Because they're the ones who need it. Another lesson. Now, I was the original atomic right thinker. Why? Because I chased knowledge. I started with funk. Funk was, I understood it to be real. I got concept and I worked it. I worked it. I worked it. Then I got enlightened with Maya philosophy and Egyptian concepts. So I worked that in. Funky never left. It's still there. Why? Because everything still plays in. George is way ahead of his time. I love that. So let me give you back the concept. Now, knowledge of self, aka is the cat. Why must I chase the cat? Why must I feel like that? Why? It must be the dog in me. Put dog back is what you got. Hello. Now you're starting to get the concept that I'm trying to give you, the hidden message. With the Q dogs, they know the secret. Okay, they use it to their benefit. All right, another lesson, but yeah, they get it. Now, when I went in search of that cat, aka spiritual truth, knowledge of self, over 30 years ago, I found it. But I was real meticulous. Not yet. And so I had to spend a lot of time cultivating. Now I had the knowledge, meaning I caught the cat. And I'm teaching others how to do the same by what? Enlightening them with knowledge of self. Get the concept, you see where I'm going with this? We are born to chase the cat, aka know our higher self, put dog around. We want the God in us. Need to get that knowledge to find out who we are. Hope y'all following this concept. It made a lot of sense to me. Now I'm starting to wonder, does it might get this concept? Okay. But the cat is aka obtaining knowledge of self to what? Know thyself. That's the goal. That's the cat. If your dog. Knowledge is what you have to have in order to what? Know God and your higher self, aka you, the individual. Haru, okay? Become anointed. Know that you and God are one. Now, humans are born to what? Know themselves. Why? Dogs are born to what? Chase the cat. You are who you are. You do what you do. Because that's what you were born here to do. Obtain knowledge, be your best self. And most of us spread the word for somebody else. Each one teach one. Atomic right thinkers gotta have what? Knowledge. Why? That's how you know thyself. Knowledge is the key to finding out who we are. Lack of it keeps us enslaved to those who doing what they've been doing for the last 400 years. The oppressor and that book that you'll love, he gave that to you. Let that seep in. Not now, Horace. Okay, now, knowledge is, again, the key to what? Knowing our higher self. So, lack of it again, keeps us on the lower level, keeps us ignorant of our higher self, aka enslaved by the oppressor. Okay, understand that. Oh, You don't know where you got that book from? That's why I go back to ancient Egyptian. Why? Because there was no tampering. We the originators of the concepts that y'all so love, so dear. So I'm gonna let that go. My point is, we talk about knowledge being the cat and why we got to have it, because that's what makes us who we are. Right thinkers, watch this, must chase that knowledge of self. Again, the analogy, don't chase the cat. And yeah, we didn't know, but we see my grandmother had cat and dog living in harmony together. So I get it. So don't give me yeah, we know they could live together, just a concept, metaphor, okay? Cats is the last part of the word LOL. I hope I didn't lose you. Cat. When I was young, oh, that cat was all I was after. Now it's knowledge that I'm after. The question was, we come up, do you believe in the hereafter? Well, then you know what I'm hereafter. Let's do this. Now I'm a master of right thinking philosophy. Yeah, and I'm still chasing what? More knowledge. I'm greedy when it comes to knowledge. I want more. I want more. But you got no, I want more. You can never have enough knowledge to better yourself. Understand that. They said you obtain knowledge from the cradle to the grave. So every day I'm going to learn something. If I didn't learn nothing today, I feel bad. Like I didn't do something. So every day I make sure I study. That's why I study to show myself approved with knowledge of self. I do it every day. Not just for me, but also for you. Let's go. Now, being the first right thinking master, I love chasing after greatness in myself. When daily, I'm not done. I'm still on my grind. I ain't did nothing. So understand that. Got 1,000 videos out though. Thank you. Appreciate you all tuning in and watching them. Even when you know yourself, aka being a woke nihas. When you caught the cat, you still chase what? Greatness for what? Yourself. I teach others how to get themselves better with knowledge of self, aka how to get that cat. Trust me. Now, I'm the master atomic right thinker. And yeah, I have funkadelic. Remember, funk is knowledge of self too. Same thing. I conceptualized that a long time ago. That's why they work hand in hand. That's why I keep telling you, I'm giving that up. Why? It's synonymous with what I'm doing right now. Watch this. Becoming spiritually enlightened. Okay. Catching the cat. And the goal of all right thinkers is to do just that. Catch the cat. Get the cat. Know thyself. Become spiritually enlightened. Okay. When the cat becomes, when the cat becomes, because your greatness becomes, the cat becomes your greatness. Now you're chasing what? Greatness. Still a cat concept. Okay. Now it becomes your personal goal for life. Get the cat. Catch that cat. Become your best self. My cat is me being my best self in life. And to achieve chasing that lifestyle and doing the right thing is what I aspire to do every day. That's my way of living. Gaining knowledge and teaching others to catch their cat, aka know themselves in life. That's my ultimate goal. That's what I like to do for you. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up. I appreciate you tuning in. I got some things I got to do. So let me take care of this right now. My job, again, I'm on it, has to be done when? Daily. By who? Me. Why? To show you how it's done. Everything's on the one. I got you. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be back. I'm still chasing the cat.